Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to share something that might completely revolutionize how you think about your workouts. Have you ever wondered if the order you do your exercises actually matters? Most people just walk into the gym and hit whatever machine is available or follow whatever routine feels good that day. But what I'm about to tell you will absolutely blow your mind. When I first started lifting, I was exactly like that. I'd wander around the gym doing bench press, then leg press, maybe some shoulder work, then arms, basically whatever caught my attention. After 6 months of this random approach, I was frustrated. My strength gains were minimal, my muscle growth was disappointing, and I felt like I was spinning my wheels. That's when I met this exercise physiologist who dropped a bombshell on me. He said, simply changing your exercise order can increase your muscle growth rate by 2 to 3 times. Even doing the exact same exercises, the sequence completely changes your results. Could this really be true? Is exercise order that important? By the end of this video, you'll understand the scientifically proven, optimal exercise sequence that will transform your workouts and deliver results you've never experienced before. First, let's understand why exercise order matters so much. Every time you exercise, your body depletes energy stores and your nervous system becomes fatigued. In strength training, ATP and creatine phosphate are crucial immediate energy sources, and these are limited resources. Research from the National Strength Research Institute shows that your muscles can produce 100% maximum power at the beginning of a workout, but this drops to 73% after 30 minutes and 52% after 1 hour. This is exactly why sequence matters so much. So what's the optimal order? The American College of Sports Medicine, the world's leading authority in exercise science, has established a golden rule: train large muscle groups before small muscle groups. But it goes much deeper than that. A groundbreaking 2-year study from the Norwegian School of Sport Sciences involving 300 participants revealed the precise hierarchy. The results were absolutely stunning and changed everything we thought we knew about workout structure. First priority: compound multi-joint exercises. We're talking squats, deadlifts, bench press, pull-ups. These movements engage multiple muscle groups simultaneously, requiring the most energy and creating the highest nervous system demand. That's why they must come first when your energy tanks are full. The research results are mind-blowing. The group that performed compound exercises first saw an average strength increase of 34%, while the group that did them later only improved by 19%. That's nearly double the results from the same exercises. Second priority: core stability work. Your abs, lower back, and pelvic muscles form the foundation for every other movement. When your core fatigues, the efficiency of every other exercise plummets dramatically. German researchers from Cologne Sports University found that participants who placed core work in the middle of their routine performed 15% better on all subsequent exercises, compared to those who did core work at the end. Third comes large muscle group isolation exercises. These target specific areas of your chest, back, and legs with movements like chest flies, leg curls, and leg extensions. These muscles are already somewhat activated from the compound movements, so they're primed for additional targeted stimulation. Fourth priority goes to small muscle group exercises targeting shoulders, arms, and calves. These muscles have already been working as assistance muscles during the bigger movements, so hitting them with focused work at this point maximizes their development. Finally, cardiovascular exercise comes last. I know this contradicts what many people do, using cardio as a warm-up. But this approach is incredibly counterproductive. Canadian research from McGill University shows that doing cardio before strength training reduces strength gains by 27%. But here's where it gets really interesting. You can strategically modify this sequence based on your individual goals, using what's called the priority principle. If you want to bring up a lagging body part, move that training to the front of your workout when your energy is highest. Australian researchers at the University of Sydney demonstrated this beautifully. Participants who trained their weakest body parts first in each session saw 48% greater muscle growth in those areas, compared to those who trained them later. Nearly 50% more growth just from changing the order. Rest periods between exercises are equally crucial. Take 3 to 5 minutes between compound exercises, and 1 to 2 minutes between isolation movements. Brazilian researchers from the University of São Paulo found that groups following these precise rest intervals saw 23% better strength improvements than those who didn't. There's another principle. Most people completely miss antagonist muscle pairing. This means alternating between opposing muscle groups, like chest and back, or quads and hamstrings. This approach enhances recovery and actually improves performance. On subsequent exercises, the Wingate Institute in Israel conducted an 8-week study comparing traditional straight-set training to antagonist pairing. The antagonist group improved muscular endurance by 31% and strength by 22% over the traditional approach. Let me give you a practical full-body workout sequence you can implement immediately. After a 5 to 10 minute warm-up, start with compound movements. Choose either squats or deadlifts for your primary lower body movement and perform 3 to 4 sets. Follow this with an upper body compound exercise, like bench press or pull-ups for another 3 sets. Next, dedicate about 15 minutes to focused core work. Include planks, Russian twists, and dead bugs to build that crucial foundation strength that supports everything else you do. Move into large muscle group isolation work, selecting specific areas you want to emphasize today. Maybe chest flies, lat pull-downs, or leg extensions. 2 to 3 sets of each exercise will be perfect at this stage. Follow with small muscle group isolation exercises for shoulders, biceps, triceps, and calves. 2 sets each is sufficient, since these muscles are already fatigued from supporting the bigger movements. Finish with 15 to 20 minutes of moderate intensity cardio. Keep the intensity reasonable since the goal here is to enhance blood flow and aid recovery from the strength training, not to exhaust yourself further. Individual customization is absolutely critical. Beginners should reduce the intensity of compound movements and decrease the number of sets in each category. Advanced trainees can implement more sophisticated, split routines and add additional exercises in each category. Your specific goals should also dictate modifications. If strength is your primary objective, allocate more time and energy to compound movements. For muscle hypertrophy, emphasize isolation exercises, while still maintaining the proper sequence. For fat loss, extend the cardio portion, but keep it after strength training for optimal results. Progressive overload remains fundamental regardless of your exercise order. You must gradually increase weight, reps, or sets each week. Without this progression, your muscles adapt and stop growing, no matter how perfect your sequence. Swedish researchers at the Karolinska Institute found that participants who consistently applied progressive overload saw 41% greater muscle growth over 12 weeks, compared to those who maintained the same workout parameters. Training frequency matters too. Beginners should train 3 times per week. Intermediate trainees can handle 4 to 5 sessions, and advanced athletes can train up to 6 times weekly. However, more isn't always better, since recovery is when actual muscle growth occurs. Research from the University of Texas demonstrates that groups with adequate recovery consistently outperform those who overtrained, especially in long-term muscle and strength development. Nutrition timing is as important as exercise sequencing. Consume carbohydrates before training for energy and a combination of protein and carbs in a 2-to-1 ratio within 30 minutes post-workout. This golden window is crucial for maximizing your training adaptations. Don't forget hydration. Losing just 2% of your body weight in fluids can dramatically reduce performance. Weigh yourself before and after training. Then drink 1.5 times the amount of weight lost in water. Sleep is where the magic happens. Muscle growth occurs during deep sleep when growth hormone peaks. Aim for 7 to 8 hours nightly to maximize your training results. No amount of perfect exercise sequencing can compensate for inadequate recovery. I hope this exercise sequencing guide helps you maximize your gym time and finally see the results you've been working toward. Drop any questions in the comments, and I'll do my best to help with your specific situation. Next week I'll be covering advanced split routines and how to periodize your training for even better long-term results. Make sure to subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss it. Until then, get out there and put this new knowledge to work. Your future self will thank you for starting today.